No clear direction in markets today, with bulls and bears fighting for control. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. Here is your complete global indices roundup for July 17th. Markets are sending mixed signals today as investors weigh competing narratives. Let us go region by region across the major global indices. Starting with the Americas session. S&P 500 is trading lower by minus 0.51%, at $7,533.77. Equity markets are responding to reports that stock market today, Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ rise as big tech stocks rally Yahoo Finance. NASDAQ 100 is down minus 1.62%, trading at $29,026. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Asia's chip darlings are getting crushed after a blockbuster run, Business Insider. Dow Jones slipped minus 0.20% to $52,553. Equity markets are responding to reports that Wall Street ends lower as chip weakness offsets solid earnings, economic data. Starting with the Europe session. DAX dipped minus 1.03% to $24,659. The move follows reports that oil prices rise as US-Iran hostilities threaten supply through Strait of Hormuz. FTSE 100 is broadly flat at $10,562, awaiting a fresh catalyst. Equity markets are responding to reports that S&P 500 and NASDAQ end higher on cool inflation data, solid bank earnings. Starting with the Asia session. Nikkei 225 plunged minus 4.03% to $64,141 in a significant session. Currency markets are reacting to gold prices slide as strong dollar outweighs safe haven demand MSN. Hang Seng dropped sharply minus 1.78% to $24,562. The move follows reports that is BHP overvalued amid China's structural slowdown? Discovery alert. Kospi made a dramatic move today, plunged minus 6.37% to $6,820.60. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Asia's chip darlings are getting crushed after a blockbuster run, Business Insider. Nifty 50 is up plus 1.14%, trading at $24,346. Equity markets are responding to reports that stock market today, Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ rise as big tech stocks rally Yahoo Finance. Sensex is up plus 1.23%, trading at $78,135. Equity markets are responding to reports that stock market today, Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ rise as big tech stocks rally Yahoo Finance. ASX 200 is trading lower by minus 0.50%, at $8,796.70. The move follows reports that is BHP overvalued amid China's structural slowdown? Discovery alert. Now, a look at some of India's most active stocks in the news today. Kotak Mahindra Bank made a dramatic move today, surged plus 3.77% to 390.70 Indian rupees. Equity markets are responding to reports that HDFC Bank, Axis Bank, ICICI, Kotak shares rise up to 3% ahead of Q1 earnings. Nifty Bank gains 500 points The Economic Times. With momentum this strong, traders will be watching the $414.14 level closely. A clean break there would confirm the uptrend and could bring in additional momentum buyers. Risk management remains critical, always size positions according to your own risk tolerance. Reliance is up plus 2.48%, trading at 1,328.80 Indian rupees. Equity markets are responding to reports that stock market today, Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ rise as big tech stocks rally Yahoo Finance. Jio's 5G ARPU growth is the near-term catalyst as users migrate to higher value plans, the revenue per subscriber inflects upward. The retail segment is the largest in India and growing steadily. Watch for any update on the new energy gigafactory ramp, which represents the decade-long upside but requires patience. ICICI Bank climbed plus 2.52% to 1,454 Indian rupees. Equity markets are responding to reports that RBI should hike policy rate, long-term pressure on rupee remains, Natixis economist NDTV profit. Retail loan growth, mortgages, personal loans, credit cards is compounding strongly. The digital banking platform has dramatically reduced customer acquisition cost, giving ICICI a structural margin advantage. Asset quality remains the cleanest among large Indian banks. Any NPA deterioration would be the key risk signal. Now let us look at what is driving these moves at the macro level. Geopolitical risks remain elevated. The move follows reports that oil prices rise as US-Iran hostilities threaten supply through Strait of Hormuz. This is keeping traders cautious and supporting flows into defensive assets. Central bank policy is at the forefront of investor minds. Equity markets are responding to reports that S&P 500 and NASDAQ end higher on cool inflation data, solid bank earnings. Equity markets are responding to reports that Wall Street ends lower as chip weakness offsets solid earnings, economic data. And looking at how some of the biggest global names are trading today. Rocket Lab made a dramatic move today, plunged -11.61% to $67.35. Investor sentiment is being shaped by SpaceMobile versus Rocket Lab. One number separates these space stocks, the motley fool. Government launch contracts with the US DoD provide baseline revenue visibility. The Electron rocket utilization rate is the near-term earnings driver. Any contract win announcement or NASA mission assignment would be a meaningful positive catalyst. Neutron program milestones are the re-rating event the market is waiting for. Samsung made a dramatic move today, plunged -8.77% to $255,000. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Samsung profit surges over eightfold to beat estimates as RE boom fuels memory chip crunch. The HBM supply competition with SK Hynix is the defining story. Samsung needs to close the yield gap to win hyperscaler HBM contracts. Consumer DRAM pricing is recovering as inventory normalizes. Watch for any Nvidia or Google qualification update on Samsung HBM. Goldman Sachs made a dramatic move today, plunged -4.91% to $1,095.46. Investor sentiment is being shaped by the RE boom. Just found two new winners, Goldman Sachs and JP Chase. The asset and wealth management pivot is lowering earnings volatility. Private credit exposure is a growth area but carries liquidity risk in stress. Near term, the IB deal calendar is the stock driver. Watch for any mega IPO or M&A advisory win. Let us give you our near-term view on the KOSPI. The technical picture for KOSPI has deteriorated. The $6,411.36 level will be critical to monitor. It represents a key line in the sand for bulls. A break below could trigger further stop-loss selling. Manage your risk carefully. To summarize, 3 indices in the green, 10 in the red today. A clear risk-off tone is prevailing across global equities. Let us close with the key events and catalysts on our radar. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. Independent market coverage, no subscription fees, no paywalls. If this analysis saved you time and helped you think more clearly about the market, please like the video. It costs you nothing and it directly funds more content like this. Subscribe for daily coverage across indices, stocks, commodities, forex, and crypto. Tell us in the comments, what are you watching most closely right now? That wraps up today's coverage from MTRS_Market Pulse. This content is for educational purposes only, not financial advice. Always do your own research. Stay disciplined, and we will see you tomorrow. That is your global indices roundup from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe for daily updates across every major market.